The votes of 8,000 black men in 1898 Wilmington, North Carolina, a city of 20,000 people, had contributed to what was once a thriving biracial democracy after the Civil War. Yes, things were working the way emancipation was supposed to work, with black Americans exercising their rights guaranteed by the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. And while this kind of local government alliance of black and white in the South had typically triggered deadly white violence against black voters, organizers, and office holders since the war, in Wilmington, black officials were elected, black families owned banks, and there were even black policemen despite not being allowed to arrest anyone white. And then on November 10th of that year, Election Day, white supremacists executed a successful coup d'etat of their local government. And this wasn't a spontaneous riot, it was all planned. Lies were spread throughout the community about black men stockpiling guns, about black men attacking white women. Armed white mobs were instructed to stop black men from trying to vote, and if they continued to try, they were shot. At least 60 black men were massacred, although the full toll is still not known, with some estimates putting the deaths in the hundreds. The black newspaper's office was burned down, and a former Confederate colonel was installed as mayor at gunpoint. Hundreds of black families fled into the woods and hid in cemeteries next to their ancestors' graves. The real truth about this was actually buried until 2006, and up until then it was referred to as a race riot, where the white terrorists were painted as heroes who restored order. But this was merely a blueprint for destroying black political power in the South. Historians have documented at least 34 instances of mass violence during Reconstruction, where scores of black people were murdered by white mobs intent on preventing black political participation. In Wilmington alone, black merchants and workers suffered losses in terms of job status, income, access to money. Black businesses either moved or closed altogether. Over 2,000 black residents fled the city, and black literacy rates plunged. And by the turn of the century, southern states were using poll taxes, literacy tests, and grandfather clauses to deny black men the right to vote, despite the 15th Amendment supposedly guaranteeing that right since 1870. So the next time you hear someone question the existence of white privilege, or they doubt how things in America's ugly past could possibly affect things so many years later, including today, remember the after effects of just this incident alone. This happened in 1898. Wilmington didn't elect another black candidate until 1972.